Hey, what's up, everybody? Just wanted to make a video real quick because where I'm on my way to right now, it's a little bit of a complex situation, especially for a homeowner, right? So as of right now, it is March 4th, 2025, and we were doing some work next door to this house. We were putting the roof on, and the neighbor next door asked if we could, come over and inspect our property. Now, we put this claim in back in, pretty sure, like December 2024. And last year, February 28th, 2024, we had a wind and a hailstorm that hit both Nicholasville and Lexington. So when I jumped up there and I looked at her roof, she had hail damage all over the box vents. She's got 3 different shingles where the wind's blowing so hard it's catching the corner of the shingle and it's blowing it off, so the tar strip and the nail heads are exposed. She's got like 3 crease shingles on the back side of the roof, a missing shingle on her shed. So I told her, I said, listen, when you file a claim and you want to associate, hail damage with the wind, then we have to file this for a storm that produced both, right? Now, anytime a hailstorm happens, it usually happens when there's high winds as well, because hail is usually followed up by high winds, and that's what creates a lot of hail damage, because that hail is traveling at a nice amount of speed, let alone it's coming from the sky. Even though it's ice, it's coming from the sky. But anyways, so we put the claim in, and her current insurance company is Progressive. So when we put the claim in, she kind of forgot over time, because you got to think it's been, February, so it's been about 9 months since that storm had happened. And in the same year, February 28th, 2024, we had a wind and a hailstorm. On September 27th, 2024, Hurricane Helene made its way up from Florida and actually, touched down in Kentucky and caused a lot of continuous winds and caused a lot of wind damage, especially to like shingle roofs and stuff like that. So anyways, she puts the claim in initially with Progressive. Then we get a kickback because Progressive calls and says, hey, you were not insured with us at that time. You didn't insure with us until February of 24. So now we're like, oh shit, now we got to go back to the old insurance company, which all of her premiums, everything was paid all the way up until April. So Liberty Mutual comes out, they inspect the roof. They say, hey, there's hail damage all over the box vents and the downspouts, but there's no hail damage on the shingles. So hail hit the box vents, hit the downspouts, but didn't hit the shingles. Okay, whatever. Now, supposedly, the insurance calls, says, hey, because Liberty Mutual has these pinpoint weather reports, whatever. It's like, hey, we got a wind report directly on our home, we'll take our reports, everything, we'll get them ready, we'll hand them over to the next adjuster. But what she needs to do is she needs to put a claim in for wind damage of the day of the hurricane. So she does that. Now she's trying to retrieve all those documents that Liberty Mutual said that they were going to release to her, which I believe they will. I know the adjuster, and not that I know him, but I've walked plenty of roofs with him, and you know, I don't give him too much shit, man. He's worked with me pretty well. I don't really have too many bad things to say about him. But the only reason I'm making this video is because this is something that, if you're in this field, this is something that you may run across, and you need to know like how to really navigate this, and also have the patience for it. So right now I'm pulling up to the house because now Progressive is going to do an inspection today, and that's exactly who we're waiting on. So I'm gonna get the ladder set up, man, and get up on this roof, wait on him. But you know, Kentucky also has very strict matching regulations, and this roof is 100% uniform. So when Liberty Mutual first inspected this roof, Seek Now, their third party, they took a shingle for ITEL. So right now it's like the insurance companies are going back and forth, and it's like, I don't know if they're like, hey, you need to cover this, and it's like, nah, we're not going to cover it, you need to cover it. Well, at the end of the day, Liberty Mutual took a shingle from this house, sent it off for analysis. So if Progressive decides that, hey, we're not going to pay for this, and Progressive called me and stated that on their weather reports that they have pinpointed wind and hail to the specific address, and basically, excuse my language, but they think that Liberty Mutual is, you know, on some bullshit, that, you know, there were winds on February 28th that could have definitely had, you know, damaged some of the shingles on this roof. This roof is completely aged out. The granules in the gutters are, you know, I don't know, that's about an inch. They're probably really about a ½ inch tall. But yeah, it's down to the fiberglass. So, but yeah, that's what we're going through, and I don't know, I guess we'll see what happens today. I got to talk to the homeowner and see if, you know, she's got Liberty Mutual's inspection report, the shingle analysis, the weather report. All of this has to be forwarded to the new adjuster. And Progressive had called me and said, hey, I've already spoke with Liberty Mutual. I've tried to obtain these documents. I can't get them. You can't get them. The policyholder needs to get them and forward those over to me. And back to what I was saying before I end the video, Liberty Mutual had taken that shingle, and, you know, if Progressive doesn't cover this, man, you know, they took that shingle. Kentucky has very strict matching regulations, man, and, you know, anytime if they suspect that we either damaged a shingle or damaged a roof, they'll say, you know, Kentucky's got strict matching laws. If you did this and that without, you know, basically having consent, then you're going to be responsible for that entire roof. Well, these guys took a shingle. If Progressive doesn't cover this, you know, that matching law applies, man. So I don't, you know, that's probably going to come back on Liberty Mutual. So, but anyways, that's it. I'm going to get this ladder popped up, and might show you guys the roof. So, all right, so forgive me, it's windy up here, and I do not have my microphone on me. Opened up my little microphone case and seen that I probably left it at the house. So right now I'm up on the roof, and so basically Liberty Mutual was stating that there was hail damage on the box vents and the downspouts, but there was no hail damage on the shingles. And as you can see, Progressive showed up and marked out hail damage on the shingles, hail damage on the box vents. They counted the wind damage. So we got a crease shingle right here, crease shingle right here. Liberty Mutual took the shingle, sent it off for analysis, and we just got the analysis back today. The shingles on this house are discontinued. Counted hail pretty much on all slopes, and you can see where the roof is aged out so much, like there's so much granule loss, that even the chalk, you know, him writing his damage out, you know, front slope, there's an F right there, and what he was trying to write out in damage is already blown away with the wind, because supposedly between today and tomorrow it's supposed to be a big windstorm coming. Let's see. He's got hail damage right here, and actually, yeah, that's a good one right there. So right now, it's basically just the battle of the insurance. You know, who's going to pay for this, whether it's Liberty Mutual or Progressive. And right now, they're trying to determine that by storm dates. Now, when the policyholder done got all the information from the adjuster, got it all printed out. We went over that with Progressive. They took pictures of all of it. We can see that they pulled a thorough hail report on this home, but when it came to wind and the way that Liberty Mutual was trying to put it off, there was no like thorough, detailed explanation on wind. So, but I guess we're just going to leave it up to the insurance companies and see where to go from there. They counted about 7 shingles damaged for wind and all slopes for hail. So, and now we're going to move over next door. We put on Colonial Slate over here, and we got a cast job going on for the run of the fence back here.